this topic was inspired actually by Jake Vineyard, who is here with us tonight. He emailed me and told me about some stuff he had learned about in school about the Aztecs and or Mayans. I'm still not sure which, but about a game that they used to play and how it seemed eerily similar to the Hunger Games. So I started thinking it would be really cool if we talked about real-life Hunger Games, things that are very similar to Suzanne Collins' games that have occurred throughout history. And some of our listeners gave us some great ideas that we will share with you in a second. But I just wanted to first maybe start out with Jake, if you are ready. What can you tell us about this Aztec game?
It was definitely, I think it was a mix between, like, basketball and, like, soccer.
And what made you think of the Hunger Games when you learned about this Aztec game?
Because my teacher immediately said that the losers were killed and the winners were promised a better life.
Yeah, so, and that actually happened. So, we think about Suzanne Collins' Hunger Games and how brutal and scary they are, but, this is very similar, and of course this happened a long time ago, but that doesn't mean something like this won't ever happen again. But, yeah, I think the game is actually called, I think I have it written down somewhere if you guys want to look it up. It's called, okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's Tlachtchi. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tlachtli?
Where's our Mayan expert? Natalie Zuder. You're an expert on all things
yeah, no, that's
Central
not
American, Native American.
Yeah, so...
Flacco? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, like Jake said, it was a mixture of like basketball and football, and the losing team was sacrificed to the gods. So that's kind of scary. And on a similar note...
Sorry,
what?
Is that the game they play in that movie, The Road to El Dorado?
Yes.
Total geek moment. I think isn't that like the ball and it has to go up in that little hoop? Anyway, so I think it's been like put in the movies.
Is that the same game?
Is it? I don't know. It sounds enough like it, but I haven't seen the movie in ages.
It must be. It must be. Yeah, I'm looking at some info right now, and it says the purpose of the game was to get the ball through a hoop at each end of a court.
Right.
Listen to this.
Sort of like Quidditch.
Okay, guys, listen to this. So the purpose of the game was to get the ball through the hoop at each end of the court. The team that did this first won, irrespective of the current score of the game. That sounds an awful lot like
Quidditch.
Quidditch.
That's what I said.
That's
Someone's got to
hysterical.
cue that song, Fly Like It's Quidditch, because that definitely applies here. I don't know if you all...
So you would get
anyway.
points. It was like volleyball. Like you would get a point if you hit the ball to the opposing side and they let it fall to the ground. You would get a point like volleyball. And that's how points were earned, but if you got the ball into the hoop, you would win. Just same thing like catching the snitch. That's actually really fascinating. Okay.
It looks kind of impossible in that movie.
Yeah, I'm wondering, I kind of want to go learn more about this and look at pictures of what the courts might have looked like. It probably was impossible. I also wanted to add, just because everyone sort of associates the Mayans with the Aztecs, there was also a Mayan football kind of game, and it's similar to this Aztec game in the sense that death was involved, but instead of the losing team being killed, the winner would be sacrificed.
What?
Oh.
It says, the king of the tribe would announce the winner after the game was over and the score confirmed. Hundreds, even thousands of people came out to the court to watch these games, especially to witness the bloody sacrifice of the winner at the end.
What
and
an
it was
awesome
the captain of the winning team would be sacrificed.
That sort of makes me
Not
think
it.
of the later Hunger Games books when we hear about the fates of the winners, like Haymitch and then Finnick, and how it was like winning wasn't always cracked up to be. Maybe done with sacrifice, but they got pretty close.
Yeah, and imagine this game. I'm sure that they would be punished. Like if one team was clearly not trying to win, I mean, I'm sure they would be punished. They had to make an effort. So it was, like a double-edged sword. Like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. That's terrible.
Well, I'm sure it was an honor to be sacrificed. So maybe they were fighting for that.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
It makes me think of the career volunteers where it's an honor, and obviously the purpose isn't to die, but if you die a hero.